trying to outsmart each other all the time, and yet trying to have this odd, normal relationship, which is nearly impossible. It's fine.
There, we see a glimpse of some of the supporting characters. We see Lestrade. Just curious, are any of the other, is Professor Moriarty in the picture? Are there any of the other supporting characters throughout the canon make any appearances? The irregulars?
There will be Mrs. Hudson, who I don't think you got a glimpse of in the 5 minutes. She's there. And then there may or may not be a couple others, but you gotta see it. But the Baker Street irregulars are not part of that.
Okay. Do we have any questions?
Thank you. The answer to that question is thank you.
My question is for Robert Downey Jr. First of all, I'd like to say you are absolutely fantastic in Iron Man First, Zodiac, Tropic Thunder, and Solus.
Where are you? I can't see you, Mommy. Hey.
What was it like from being involved in such a period film? I mean, there's even touching on the steampunk realm a little bit, and to be involved with such a character with the intense history that is Sherlock Holmes.
Well, again, it was just so odd to me. I've been saying to Joel shortly after the success of Iron Man, I was like, dude, where's our franchise? And he was like, give me a minute. And shortly thereafter, things had kind of come together, and Lionel, if you don't mind me saying, had kind of been trying to garnish some interest around Sherlock, and it actually, there was a graphic novel type comic book in the works about it, and when people started seeing it in that light, it made it a little more palatable, because sometimes if something hasn't been done for a long, nobody wants to admit, well, that's because we didn't think of it, or we didn't have a vision of it, and so that presentation got it going, and then Joe and I got excited, and me and obviously the missus down there on the end, we like separateness within unity, and we love working together, and that's always been a fruitful thing. So yeah, we knew it had to be done in period. We knew that we had to really roll up our sleeves and do it justice, because what would be lamer than doing a version of Sherlock Holmes, given that opportunity to either sail or dump the franchise for any future takers, by making a version of it that isn't quite smart enough. So we really wanted to make it, without being too clever for its own good, we wanted to really root it in what we love about these characters, and we wanted it to also be as exciting as what's required nowadays for a big movie, and for the kind of movie we can come and sell soap to y'all here about. And a big part of it too, not to put McAdams on the spot, was, we really searched far and wide to find the right foil and the right, well, she's not a heroine, she's more of a kind of a vixen adventuress, and that was a very important thing, because Jude and I had a great chemistry, and we needed our very important third wheel. So casting was a big part of it, and then we worked our asses off on this. We worked weekends, we worked after work, we worked in the thing. We took it really, really, really seriously, and I think that's why we're so proud. I'll take a bow every time.
I really think that Robert is the modern day superhero. I mean, you should see him work. It's incredible. And I know you see it all on screen, but to see him work over 3 months, and you're so committed, so ripped in this film.
Not anymore, but I was.
You're on vacation, right?
Yeah, kind of. I'm on the Atkins diet. It's working. We had fun, right?
Next.
Yeah, we did.
Hi, this question is for Robert Downey Jr. What is it like about your character?
Well, I like a challenge, and I hadn't really done dialect of a specific nature for a while. I mean, you could say Tropic Thunder was a dialect of but it kind of reminded me of doing Chaplin. I knew it would be one of those. I always get very I always get really pissy when I'm actually going to have to work hard for a living. I don't know why. We'll talk about that later. But sometimes it's not about rolling off the log. This was a lot about prep. It was really just about getting the right team of people together. So I don't remember what question started me on this tirade, and I'm going to stop right in the...
This question's for Robert. It's a good name, by the way. What was it like working with Jude Law's mustache?
This is the question we've all been waiting for. Thank you. You know, we didn't really get along.
It's a furious one. It's a furious one.
It's the best tash ever. Here's the thing. You may, if you're really weird and following around me in different phases of facial hair, right before we started shooting, I had a big 70s porno stash going on. like you, Robert. And it looks good on you. But I was not rocking it. And I thought maybe this would be good for Sherlock. After me saying we're doing this one right by the book, I started looking for text that would support me doing what I felt like doing. There was none there. Holmes was clean shaven. Watson was another story. When we were at the wrap party in the lobby of a fabulous boutique hotel in Manhattan, Jude came down. He had promptly shaved his mustache, having worn it for the better part of 4 months. He was strangely unrecognizable as himself. That guy knows how to rock a tash.
Thank you very much. Janae Rovino says hello, and she's still a babe, I swear.
Good. I have no recollection. I'm sure it was really fun.
Hi. First, I just want to raise them to know that I love you in State of Play, and I hope you keep getting into big movies like this. You're an excellent actress. My question is for Robert. I know there was like a lot of martial arts training and kung fu that went into this, and I was thinking you talk about it some. I thought you'd like to share some of that.
Did you just say kung fu?
Yeah, like I remember seeing pictures of you like practicing it in your driveway. It looked kind of crazy.
Yeah. Look, I'm not trying to incite a riot right now, but I could windmill through the lot of you, one right after another. You know the funny thing though? I can do all this stuff and Sherlock this and that, and Adler just lays waste to me seemingly at will. What's that about? She's got more weapons and things flying out of places and dastardly stuff she does. So I guess what I'm really getting at is no matter what kind of, hard body I think I am, don't ever mess with a girl. I think if we can all walk away with something today, it's really embarrassing to get your ass kicked by a girl. Unless you're a girl. But even then, you're still getting your ass kicked. So,
That's Guy Ritchie's fault, because like every 3 scenes he'd go, how about you kick him in the nuts? I mean, we haven't done that for at least 10 days, so...